Today, we continue our visit with Skip Chafin, who says that his wife has been the most supportive in helping him manage his diabetes. Experts Dr. William Polonsky and Dr. Richard Jackson from Harvard Medical School say that support from family and friends is important to help manage diabetes effectively.
Skip, who in your family has been the most supportive in helping you manage your diabetes?
That's something that's very dear to my heart. It turns out to be my wife. She has given me unconditional support. I probably couldn't have done this without her support. You like to think that you have the strength and the power to do this all on your own. Everybody likes to be an individual, rock solid, but you need a little support base. You need a large support base, actually. She was the focal point of that. She went with me to every single meeting that I attended. She helped me decide. She helped prepare the food. When I didn't want to, I learned that I had to eat 3 times a day. She would get up, and I started getting up as my energy increased. I started getting up earlier and earlier, and she'd be up every morning at 5 o'clock to make sure I had breakfast before I went to work.
Wow. You know, what Skip just said was so important, and it's something that we've heard from so many different people, and actually we've seen many research studies as well. The bottom line is when you've got somebody in your life who's rooting for you, it just makes it a whole lot easier to make and maintain all the many positive changes that are really necessary if you're going to manage diabetes effectively. Sounds like Skip's really done that well with he and his wife, and I'm very happy for him, and I hope other people hear that and can take action to think about how they can seek out the kind of support they need from their family and friends around them.
And it sounds like Skip's wife gave him the right kind of support. Many times family members will try to give support in ways that aren't so helpful, though. They'll almost be like diabetes police.
Yeah, and there's all sorts of different ways in which family members can be problematic and be trying to help and yet not give the kind of support that really is useful. As Rich just mentioned, one of the most problematic types of support is when loved ones, usually spouses or other family members, think that God has deputized them to help the person with diabetes manage it, whether they like it or not. And that's what we call the problem of the diabetes police. And diabetes policemen, when they're unfortunately nagging their significant other by saying, should you be eating that? Maybe you should check your blood sugars, you seem a little low. Boy, they always mean well, and they're always coming from a place of love. But that just, for many people, doesn't help when you're starting to feel like you're being nagged a lot. What is much more useful is what we saw, as Skip was talking about with his wife, where somehow the family works together as a team, is able to make positive changes in how they may eat or how active they are, how they make those changes together and give each other the kind of tangible and emotional support that really can make all the difference in the world.
Yeah, that's right.
Your family and friends may feel guilty, afraid, or angry about your diabetes. Talk to them to set realistic expectations about your disease, to correct misconceptions, and to understand each other's feelings. 2 important guidelines for family members. Have realistic expectations about blood glucose levels. Avoid blame. Family members need help from you and your healthcare team to understand that you cannot always control blood sugar levels, even if you follow your diabetes care plan.
Lola, this is a great salad that has lots of fun flavors in it.
Right, and we use the bagged spinach, right? It's very clean.
It is. It's clean, and they do like this baby spinach, which just makes it so much easier. So what we're going to do is just add some more greens to it. This is just a fresh cilantro that we've minced.
Do you want me to add the strawberries?
Yeah, and see, the strawberries, it's really going to give it not only great color, but wonderful flavor, and just sort of gives it a unique freshness and a little bit of sweetness. Now to that, though, which is really interesting, is we're going to add the strawberries was about 1.5 cups of strawberries, and then how about some red onions? Now it's going to be a sweet and a tangy and sort of a zesty flavor to the salad.
I knew she was going to use that word. What I was going to say about the strawberries is they're pretty low in carbs. So most berries are lower in carbs than most fruit.
And then there's a couple other things that you can do. Now, if you want to add some nuts, then, you know, we recommend pecans, of course. So, and the nutritional value, you know more about that than I do, obviously.
Right. Well, and I know they did a study here at NMSU that proved that pecans do lower your LDL, or your, what I like to call the lousy cholesterol.
So the next step to this great salad is we're going to make a fun poppy seed dressing to go along with it.
You want to look for the store-bought poppy seed dressing.
Yeah,
It's a little easier.
Yeah.
And it's low fat, right?
This one we found was low fat, and it has a great flavor. And you'll find the poppy seeds really, and the whole, it's sort of a sweet, tangy salad dressing. It works really well with the onions and
the strawberries.
And the strawberries, exactly. So it's really a nice, different type of a salad. But if you can't find that, then of course we're gonna make our own. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put in olive oil.
Right. And is this the regular flavor or
You know,
light?
this is a light virgin olive oil, and I think that you want to stick with that. You don't want a real heavy flavor there. That's about a 1/4 cup.
Okay.
And then to that we're going to add, this is just a balsamic vinegar, and we'll just start stirring that up. And then
With
of
some
course,
garlic?
yes, we'll add a little bit of garlic to that. Everything's good with garlic.
How much Splenda?
Well, and you know, what I've got here is just took 2 of the packets, so really that amounts to 2 teaspoons.
And she said everything's good with garlic except her breath.
Thank you, Lola. But what you can tell here is that we've got a garlic, we've got the vinegar, the flavor of garlic, we've got vinegar. Now we've sweetened it a little bit. So it really is kind of a dimension of flavors that we're going to experience in our dressing. And this, of course, is some poppy seeds. This is about 2 teaspoons of poppy seeds.
And we just found that like in the spice area
Yeah,
at the grocery
you'll find
store?
it right there in the spice
Is it
section.
expensive?
You know, poppy seeds are not expensive, and you know, 1 or 2 teaspoons goes a long way. So you'll have whatever you buy, you know, the container you'll have for quite a while.
Okay.
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to just put it on our salad.
Great.
All right, so as you can see, this is just enough for, this would probably serve 6 to 8 people.
And then you want me to put them on top or
Sure.
as we're mixing?
Yeah, no, that's great.
It's a good way to add a little more protein and fiber. Heart-healthy protein, fat.
And then we can just, I love to serve salad instead of in a bowl. As you can see, it looks great, but it can look even better. Let's put it on something that we can see everything that's in there.
She loves to show off her food.
I'm telling you.
The salad by itself without dressing is about 25 calories, but when you add the dressing, it comes out, and the nuts, of course, it comes out to about 125, 130 calories.
Which still is great for, you know, such a beautiful and flavorful salad.
Right. What I like to do is serve salads before, or whenever I go to a restaurant, I really take advantage of having someone else make my salad for me. I try to have the salad before I eat, and that way you start curbing your appetite and drink lots of water between your bites, and that way you do some behavior modification that's going to help you keep the weight off.
Every little bit helps.
Yeah.